That must be a sweet win, was it?
Yeah, look, I mean, I know the lads were back of a bad defeat to Ballysteen last year, so I suppose they felt that they had a lot to prove, and look, it was a real tough, tight game, and Ballysteen caused us a lot of problems, I mean, look, Danny Neville didn't start the game, and he's probably the marquee forward in Limerick, he's a fantastic footballer, and Ballysteen were maybe a bit under par without him, but he caused the stir when he came in, and that gave them a boost. But look, I suppose I was happy the way we held out at the end.
Were you a bit worried early on, when Ballysteen actually went into a lead, even though you had most of the possession?
I was worried from the start to the finish. It's very hard to relax in a county semi-final. Yeah, look, I suppose I think all their scores in the first half were from frees, and we were a bit concerned that we were giving some soft frees away and keeping them in the game. And by the same token, we weren't punishing them with what we felt was a lot of possession in the first half. We weren't making it show on the scoreboard. So that was obviously a concern. But look, the lads grew into the game. Like every game, there was nerves for both teams at semi-final stage, so it's just about getting over the line.
Yeah, you were scoring freely enough at the end there. Was it kind of at least most of the pressure got off, you were able to express yourself?
Yeah, look, I mean our S&C coach Ian O'Connor has done fantastic work with the lads, and we'd be very, very confident in our fitness levels, because of the work he's done. We've a few older lads that are literally taped together getting through games, but they will never be found wanting for character, and we back ourselves that way.
The way you set up this year, Niall, you ask them to work hard. You leave the three lads really deep inside the full forward line, and everyone else, it's really shoulder to the wheel for a full 60-70 minutes.
Yeah, look, that's the way football has gone. I mean, you need everybody to work, and you need everybody to outwork the opposition. That's just the way it is, and when you have lads willing to do that, you give yourself a chance in every game.
When you look back over your game so far ahead of a final, have you hit that 100% yet, or where do you think you are? Is there a bit more to be found?
Look, the reality is we talk about 100%, but it's impossible to reach it. It's about getting performances. Have we had anything close to a perfect performance? No. It's been very patchy at times, but what you want is 100% effort, and we've given that. And I think that's why we're in the county final.
I think you said it to your players there, and I think you might have said it after the Monaghan game as well, but the character and determination of the group, that's certainly not for one thing.
No, 100%. I mean, I back our lads to give an honest performance, because that's the type of characters that we have within the team, and everyone who starts and everyone who comes on, they're there on merit, and they will work until the game is over, and that's like, you give yourself a chance if you have that attitude.
County final times are always great times for club. It's a different world we live in at the moment, but to be there, at least it's half the battle.
Yeah, look, I mean, we have nothing won yet. It's great. It's great to be there. You're in with a shout. We know we're going to be up against either Adare or Galway, and both of them, or whoever comes through, will provide a very stern test. So it's going to be very, very difficult. So I suppose you don't want to get too caught up in the occasion. You need to go out and perform, and that would be our hope for next week.
You do have a lot of county final experience, at least, to fall back, and you have a lot of new fellas this year, but the bulk of that team are there since 2018 and 14.
Lads have been there before, and they've been on the right end of the results and the wrong end, and you learn from both, and but again, we, as you said, we have a lot of young guys there, I mean, they performed exceptionally today, I have to say, but they don't seem phased, and I don't think a county final will phase them either.